Hi, you guys. How are you? My name is Alyssa Schomaker. I just want to spend a little bit of time and introduce myself to you guys. In case you're not aware of who I am and kind of what my background is, and how I got involved in health coaching. So, I have three kids. I have two boys and a little girl. They are 8, 5, and 2. I've been a registered nurse for 15 years now, and I started with Beachbody about 2 years ago. It'll actually be 2 years and a couple days. I'll be a coach. Um, and for me, my ride was a little bit different than most. I had used Insanity when I had my last child. I had kind of done everything in the gym, and I was trying to lose the last 10 to 15 pounds with her, and I hit a plateau and I was not losing the weight. And so I got Insanity. I bought it off of eBay, and I had really, really good results with it. That was my first introduction to ever using Beachbody's program. So I wasn't somebody that came into this business through a challenge group, or I really didn't even know about the coaching opportunity. Um, for myself, I kind of had a turn of events before all of this started. So I've been a nurse. I love nursing. I really do. I really love caring for people. My grandfather, who was the apple of my eye, he passed away. It'll be 3 years ago now, just 2 days ago. And I was pregnant with my daughter at the time when he passed away. He actually went into congestive heart failure down in a hospital down in Florida. And it was right around Christmas time when this all happened. Literally, the Friday before his congestive heart failure got pretty bad, he was playing 18 holes of golf. So he was in pretty good shape. So that really, he had had heart conditions, he had had diabetes, but he was in really, really good shape. He was really active. And so it really took my family, took a hit from us when he got sick. I come from a big Italian family. And so we were all down there, all at his bedside, helping with his care in the ICU. And he happened to be on a lot of oxygen, but we were able to get him moved to a step down unit where his care was lessened. Literally, that day he moved down there. This is when kind of everything started to go wrong. So we were switching back and forth at the airport, dropping off family members that were leaving and getting new family members that were coming in. And in this time, he fell out of bed and onto the floor. We were the people that found him. So we came back a half an hour later, and we found him on the floor. He ended up aspirating. And here is kind of where my whole turn of events changed for me. It really had a huge impact on my life because as a nurse, I know that staffing conditions were getting worse and worse and worse. I know that the level of care that I was required to care for, I was a pediatric nurse dealing with a lot of vent patients. So I know what it's like to admit a patient, do everything you have to do for that patient, and then have to run to take care of your other patient load because you were in this room with this one patient for so long that you had to go check and see what was going on with the other ones. There was a bunch of orders that weren't really followed, which came to my grandpa's care, so he wasn't on his monitors even though he was on still high flow of oxygen. He was supposed to be in a low bed. Regardless, what happened is he fell on the floor and we found him there. He aspirated and he ended up dying 3 days later from aspiration pneumonia. And for me, it was really hard for me to go back and be a nurse. I was a nurse. I loved my patients. But I always just had, when I was in a room with somebody, I always was thinking about what was going on in the other room. And I was just always paranoid that something like that was going to happen with my patients. Because I don't blame anybody in this case. I'm a nurse. I totally understand what that nurse did and what it was what she was doing. And I just related that case to all of my patients. I've always really been into health and fitness. I've always loved to work out. It was kind of my outlet, something that I always did. And so as the year went by, I still continued to nurse. I ended up having the birth of my baby. I ended up doing Insanity. And it was 2 years ago in January that I saw across my Facebook feed, which I was not really on social media. In fact, I had gotten off of social media and was only asked to go back on for a reunion that was being planned. So in that time, I saw that there was going to be a live combat workout here in Pittsburgh. And I thought, that's going to be a really good workout, really intense. I really want to go to the workout. So I contacted the person that was throwing this workout and ended up attending this event. It happened to be a Super Saturday event, which is those quarterly events that are hosted by Beachbody. So I went to the event. I was introduced to Beachbody. I was introduced to the culture of people, very positive, very uplifting, very motivating. And I heard what they did about running challenge groups, and how they motivated and supported people and taught them about clean eating and just helped them get results and get people off of medications. And I thought to myself, you know what, I can do this. I want to keep people out of the healthcare system. We don't have enough emphasis on keeping people out of the healthcare system versus where all the money in healthcare really comes from drugs, really comes from that big farm. And so I thought, if I can just teach one person, if I can get one person off their diabetic medications, one person to not have to go through what my grandfather went through, then it's worth it to me. It's worth it for me to sacrifice some time to build a business and to help other people. At the time, you guys, I had 3 kids. My daughter at the time was 9 months old. I also had my 2 boys. I was also in school to get my master's degree. So I was very, very busy. But I just decided that if I could help one person, it would make a difference to me. And so that's kind of how my journey began. I just started talking to people about challenge groups, let them know what I was doing, let them know that I wanted to support them in the process, and just help them feel good, help them get good results, help get their health back in control, help them have energy to play with their families and to hopefully be present a lot longer in their lives. And maybe through diet and through exercise, avoid some of these heart diseases, diabetes, atherosclerosis, all those things that come along with not taking care of ourselves. And so I really am so strongly an advocate for coaching, because in my process of being a coach, I've now helped 3 people lose over 100 pounds. I have a team of coaches, a lot of nurses on my team, that we all really emphasize health promotion and disease prevention. And that is what the culture is on my team, to just the power of one person. And I believe whether you have hours to commit to growing a business, or you have an hour today that you can sacrifice to help another person, it's worth it. It is worth that. And with the ripple effect of what we can do with one person helping another, I really think that we can help change the space of obesity. I've gone to realize that with a bunch of like-minded individuals, and we put ourselves together, and when we work together as a team, we can do really, really great things. And so that to me is what health coaching is all about. We use Beachbody's program, so I'm sure you guys are familiar with P90X, the 21-day fix, Insanity, like I mentioned before. And we run all of our challenge groups on a closed online support group. And what we do is we run a lot of different free groups. We run a lot of groups where people actually purchase the challenge packs or the programs through us as coaches. And then we're the most valuable tool as the coach. We are the ones that support, we motivate, we educate. I've created incredible curriculums that all of my coaches have access to. And so that we can support people in the process. Be that person to know that they're there, that we're there, and that we won't let them quit. A lot of times what happens is that their progress keeps them going. They actually have a system to follow. They don't feel insecure about being in a group setting versus having to go to the gym and learn what to do there, or feeling like they have too much weight to lose and are embarrassed to go to a gym. And so that is what we really do as health coaches, is just promote people, their health, and just really be kind of like that online cheerleader, so that they get feeling good again in our challenge groups. And so over the next couple of days, you're going to learn a little bit more about what we do, what kind of training it is that I offer for my coaches. And I really welcome people that see the value that you have in yourself and the value that you can give to other people. I know that the world is such a good place, and I really believe that through the power of us and through the power of giving and through the power of wanting to just care for other people, that we can make such a huge difference and a huge impact. And so when I introduce this information to you about coaching and what it is that we do, I just want you to know, like, what would it feel like if you could change one person's life? If you could help one person feel good about themselves, you could help one person get their confidence back and improve those relationships, help somebody get off of diabetic medications, help somebody improve their cholesterol levels and their blood sugar levels. That's because that's what we do as coaches. And so whether you're looking at this as you don't have enough time, whether you're looking at this as it's, maybe something that you're a little scared to enter, I want you to really look at it as you have the power of one person to help change another, because there's so much power in you as a human to help another person. So I am excited to share with you guys what I do as a health coach, and how you guys can get involved. I will have another training available for you guys at the end of the month. So all of the coaches that sign up with me and are sponsored with me, you guys are going to receive all the training that I've done to be a top 10 coach. Top 10 is about my team. It's about the success my team is about. It's about the duplication system. And so I've created a system that works. And I really hope that you guys will do me a favor and save this to your favorites and check in with me over the next 5 days and ask questions, share what your thoughts are, how you want to get involved, and what you can do in 2015 to make an impact on our human race. So I am excited to get to know everybody in here, and God bless, and have a great day.